So 197 pounds. This should be another fairly good match. You've got a young Lucas Davison.
Potentially. They wade into it this way.
So Davison ranked number 13. And we'll see who they announce here. Davison at 12-4 for a redshirt freshman, 197 pounds. That's no mean feat. But if it's him, and it is Davison, it's announced as the starter, you want to talk about a mountain of a man you got to try and take down. Here comes Kollin Moore.
Yeah, Davison has not lost since Midlands, and he has gotten wins over Christian Brunner and Shakur Rashid since then. So I think he's got a lot of confidence coming into this match. Let's see what Kollin Moore has to say about that today.
Well, I mean, if you remember back to Kollin Moore's freshman season, he was able to build a lot of confidence through the course of that season, knocking off some of the big dogs on the NCAA stage. So this is a young man that's trying for that same thing. And there you see the matchup. 13th ranked sophomore Davison and Kollin Moore on senior night. Enters through the tunnel. A couple of tall guys. Now Davison has the height advantage.
Yeah, look for Kollin Moore to come out shooting right away, and there he is.
And on a blast double and a good finish, turn around the corner there. And so for Davison, confident or not, Kollin Moore is no easy fella to handle.
Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
All right, Mike. Listen, if you're not going to do the voice, I don't want to hear it. We've covered this ground. Kollin Moore, over the course of his Ohio State career, has really made his mark by being very, very offensive, a high rate of attack.
Number 1 in the country right now, 22-0. This will be his last home dual meet in his college career.
You know he wants to go out with a bang. This is the first number 1 ranked wrestler in this event. Now, in this dual meet, you have 40% of the top ranked wrestlers in Division I NCAA wrestling. The Buckeyes own 3 of them.
Kollin Moore from Burbank, Ohio, is a 3-time All-American, NCAA finalist last year. Definitely has his sights set on that national title at the end of the year.
When he burst onto the scene as a freshman, now again, this is a guy that kind of came out of nowhere. He was a state champion as a senior, the first ever at his high school. A duck under there, he's not able to quite finish. But from a small school, Norwayne High School, as you said, in Burbank, Ohio, I don't know that there was a ton of expectation for him coming into his Ohio State career. But man, did he just come onto the scene in a heartbeat, had some big, big wins. And for a guy with as little herald as he had coming out of high school, he has put together a tremendous NCAA career. Speaking of tremendous, Lucas Davison with a huge takedown there in the out-of-bounds line, and he's got a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, Kollin Moore a little bit off balance, hits him with a knee pick. Able to get the takedown on the edge of the mat. And Kollin Moore, like you said, he had some notable wins his freshman year, but I think even more so than that, he had a notable loss.
Yes.
To Jaden Cox, losing in an impressive fashion, if there is such
if they're right. Well, and we talked about the rate of attack that Kollin Moore has been known for. Lucas Davison gave up that early quick takedown, but after that, for the next minute and a half, after he got back to his feet, it didn't seem like there was a lot of openings that Moore was seeing to exploit. So clearly this young man is not afraid of this stage. He's ready to be out there with Kollin Moore. We're back tied to 3 apiece with virtually no riding time.
Yeah, we're neck and neck, 30 seconds left. Far side duck, gets in deep. And there's a 2 for Kollin Moore.
Well, there's the thing. If there is an opening or Moore can create one on his own, he is coming. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Just 15 seconds left in this period. Moore going to look for the ride out. That'd be pretty big heading into the second period.
Yeah, the 2-point advantage after a period makes a significant difference rather than being just one.
And get some riding time in doing so, about 25 seconds and a half.
That's where it will finish after 3 minutes of wrestling, 5-3. Moore on top of Davison. Moore will go to the bottom, as you said, with 24-point-something seconds of riding time.
Short sit attempt by Kollin, able to circle out of it. Able to keep his small margin of victory in the riding time. Still at 19 seconds in his favor.
And there for Davison, he wanted that low ankle, wasn't able to penetrate deep enough. A little duck under attempt to the far side for Moore's turned away.
Able to get it last time, but Davison able to stuff it.
Well, and that's the sign of a good wrestler. Fool me once, shame on you. Now a different tack for Moore turns into a takedown. Change of direction to get to the low ankle on the other side. And that's the thing that makes, one of the things that makes Kollin Moore so difficult to plan for, is the variety of ways in which he can beat you from his feet.
Right.
And we haven't even seen the dump yet.
Yeah, not yet. That's the same goes for Luke Pletcher too. Just a diverse amount of attacks that they can score from, whereas a lot of wrestlers are known for kind of being sometimes one-dimensional, where there's only one thing you need to game plan for. But can't really do that against a Moore or a Pletcher or something like that.
Moore was looking to try and leverage the arm of Davison, but Davison was able to escape the pressure and get back to his feet.
Yeah, we get 53 seconds of riding time, just short of the minute that he'll need.
Davison now able to turn away that far ankle shot. Now there's the duck attempt, but a stall warning on Davison now. Moore still has that double arm grasp. One came off.
Moore definitely been pushing the pace here. And he's not going to stop.
He isn't. And that's just always kind of been another one of his calling cards. Now, there were times over the course of his year where there was, you got toward the end of the season, there were some questions. Does he have the conditioning to go the whole way? Which was odd because earlier it was, as we've been talking about, go, 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 go.
Right.
There's the end of the second period, 8-4, Moore on top, and Davison will take bottom. I'll tell you what, offensively, this has been a Kollin Moore controlled match. Davison does have one takedown on a nice re-attack near the out-of-bounds line. I think these two, and there's a chance they'll meet at Big Tens. Who knows what happens there farther toward the end of the year. I think these two have the potential to put on very entertaining matches going forward.
Yeah, it's been good so far. Moore riding tough, able to get over that minute.
I mean, Moore has been, and he's wrestled most of the top-tier guys in the country and handled them all. But this guy, Davison, this is the first time I'm able to see him. He's impressive, a redshirt freshman, and I think he's going to be a problem for people.
Yeah, like you said, we haven't, at least from my perspective, I've never seen Kollin Moore get tired out by an opponent, but I've seen him tire out himself before. Sometimes he can be a little bit too aggressive,
right?
And kind of, uses obviously a lot of energy and wears yourself out. So we've seen that come into play. It's never really bitten him before, but he's had some really close matches as a result.
He's opening this one up now a little bit. Another takedown, 10-5 for Kollin Moore.
Gonna need 2 more takedowns if he wants the major.
And that's one of the things he's done a really good job at over the years, is just continuing to push the pace when that major or tech fall is in sight in the third period, just being able to have a volume of offense to keep going and put up those bonus points.
Moore riding tough, gonna let him go now.
40 seconds left in a 4-point match. Riding time is assured, so he's going to need several takedowns here to get to that major.
Gonna need 2. 30 seconds. It's kind of a 2-minute drill in football.
There's the one.
So now he needs to get away.
Yeah, that's a situation where if you're Davison, maybe just hang on here, let this clock burn.
So Kollin Moore can not waste time, go right to neutral, give him the 1. 21 seconds here to get the takedown to seal the major.
Boy, there's a nice duck, but it's not going to turn into a takedown. Good feel there by Davison to turn it into a takedown of his own. Moore quickly gets to his feet. I'll tell you what, that's the sign of a guy that's got a lot of pride in Kollin Moore.
Right.
Okay, my takedown didn't work, but I'm not going to let you ride me. Out of bounds they go, re-attack, and 14-9 is going to be the final. Kollin Moore over Lucas Davison. Senior night, Kollin Moore acknowledging the crowd, and they acknowledge him. 4 years in a Buckeyes singlet. an awful lot of victories, and he's hoping that at the end of the year